he talks about how in the Greek language, the primary sense was vision. You know, that they were focused on what you could see and what you could observe, and that whole Greco-Roman like kind of philosophical view is what permeated all of Western culture, because it's really good for certain things. It's really good for science and engineering. That kind of thinking is what brought about all of the technological advances and scientific advancements in knowledge that we have. However, the Hebrew is different. Whereas the Hebrew, like you said, the word verb, you know, they focus more on action. And the most important word in the Hebrew is hearing. So for the Hebrews, it's about action. It's not about what you see, the object. It's not about an object. It's about something. It's almost like in the Hebrew language, something doesn't exist unless it does something. There has to be action. Like a tree doesn't exist because you look at it and you see it there. A tree exists because it grows and it produces green leaves and it does things. There's action. So in the Hebrew mindset, because of the Hebrew language, they perceived things in terms of action. And so
what did you say their word was? The most profound word was what? Hear?
To hear. Yeah. So hearing, that's what there was for the Hebrews. Hearing was what denoted that something was, you know, and there's even differences like the word for face in the Greek was would be literally translated as the thing you look at. Like I'm looking at Michael's face, you know, whereas in the Hebrew, the word for face would be literally translated as something to the effect of the thing that turns toward you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I was just going to say that it makes that scripture to me so much more deeper now, and I understand it a little bit better when Christ would always say, "He that hath ears, let him hear."
Yes,
because I was always like, okay, yeah, whatever, I hear. I mean, but now I get it. Now I understand. It's from the whole Hebrew culture and how critical just that one word was. Amazing.
So if in the Hebrew culture, something doesn't exist unless it does something.